We're recording. Hi, welcome to my video. I'm Jennifer Roberts. You're catching me on my YouTube channel, True Divine 44. You can also get me on my Facebook page, True Divine 44, and it is the True Divine for both Instagram and Twitter. Any likes, shares, subscribes, comments are greatly appreciated, and much love to everybody who is doing that thus far. So I put out as much free content as I can to help support, guide, and inspire those who want to be supported, guided, and inspired. Take what resonates. It is general. Leave what does not. I appreciate all of the comments that let me know what has resonated and maybe what has not, or what your pattern you recognize, just in general where you're at. So today as well, tonight on Tarot Friday with on Wayne Steiger's YouTube. I'll put the link in the description, and if you meet us there, 7 p.m. UK time. I'm not sure what other times that is, but you can look it up. You can join in the beautiful chat there. There's a lot of lovely people there in the chat to converse with, and it's always interesting for the readings that come up. And you can put yourself on the list to get a free reading from one of the readers on the panel, myself included. So get involved with that. Go over to our Wayne Steiger, but I will try and find the link. I will find the link and put it in the description box below. So this is for the 30th of October, and it is the general energy stroke tarot reading of the day, where I combine the energy work that I do and the tarot work that I do and bring a narrative to help guide your day. So the world is what we create it to be, what we perceive to be the reality, which is why there's so much hard work being put out there to project realities, project a reality of fear, project a reality of excessive death, project a reality of all of those things and more. It is up to us to not get hooked into that, because that is when we start beginning the self-fulfilling prophecy of somebody else's reality, somebody else's want, somebody else's agenda, somebody else's need. And so it's up to us to be the magi of our minds today, to project a reality in our minds, a perception of a reality in our minds that we can truly feel like we're touching, tasting, smelling, experiencing, that we would want to see for the collective, where wonderful inventions and old school herb medications are coming back to help the collective, where there isn't these very few that control all of these different sections and control the progression that we have in all of these different sections that would not be harmful to us, but be very benevolent to the collective. Now, in our individual lives, this counts just as much, if not more, because we can deal more with our experience. That's all we can deal with, really. And so it is up to us to make sure we're looking around at our lives today and checking out the things that we don't want in the reality that we're in right now anymore, that we don't need, that doesn't serve us. And I mean, even the physical menial things like, have I got too many pans? Have I got too many pans? Does that actually make me uncomfortable every time I go in that cupboard? So I've always got that worry in the subconscious of everything's going to drop out when I open it. Get rid of some pans. It's simple of doing those simple things, and then you find that they accumulate into something very meaningful, that all of a sudden that stress about the pans dropping out of a set cupboard stops. All of a sudden the people that you have coming in around you or visiting your home that you wanted to have around you, or visiting your home, for a cup of coffee and a chat, happens. So if we're doing that in our individual lives, we're feeding into the collective a very powerful electromagnetic field of sovereignty, of divinity, of happiness, of bliss, because we're happy in the experience that we're in. We have built our world around us that suits us, that fits our family. And that's the beautiful thing about incorporating this card. But the difficult thing also when you have a family, when you have a circle of friends, because then you have to have these compromises. And we need to find it important to have agreeable not the same, but agreeable projections of the future, agreeable things that would help the future be a more blissful experience, and therefore the present. And it might be that some of you are still looking around today and realizing, just as much as the pots and pans, there is somebody or something in your life that is bringing your vibration and the reality that you're creating down. And there might need to be a bit of a conversation there, which is a difficult part of the process that we're in right now, granted. But this is about experiencing the individual journey to the fullest in order to serve the collective the best. We have the Knave of Wands to clarify the World card. Now, this is the more flowing, more mutable, more. It came up yesterday, and I think maybe the day before. I've lost track. But you see, is going forward, is in forward direction, forward movement. But it's his experience. He's taking no notice of the structures and the buildings and the changes that other people are making to the homes. He's outside looking with the shadows to see which direction he needs to go in. He's taking it all in and then making a decision. This Knave of Wands goes forward. This Knave of Wands is in flow always. He's creative, goes around obstacles. And so that's what we need to be doing with the World card and this Knave of Wands that keeps coming up. The message of directing your fire, not dampening down your fire, not ignoring your fire, not even getting burnt by your fire, but channeling and directing your fire in a motion forward that is going to create the reality that you want to be in, that you want to exist in. And the next card is the Eight of Wands. So look out, there might be a lot of exchanges of ideas, messages today, ideas via messages, phone calls being made, that either are part of this forward motion with this Knave of Wands, that are part of what you needed to hear to go forward in a certain direction. A lot of you might be that a work opportunity. What else? Like a journey, not a holiday, like an expedition somewhere for some people. And so that message might come through for you if that resonates with you. Other than that, there's going to be messages also that are exchanged that are going to bring in a lot of clarity. Again, finding that direction, that forward direction. But with the Ace of Wands clarifying the Eight of Wands, the Ace of Swords, sorry, clarifying the Eight of Wands. It's there's a certain, again, this snake that needs to be cut out, this person that has been affecting your reality negatively. Again, a lot of people not guessing the impact or the direction that it would come from, but there's a need to, you see, this cat is cutting the head off the snake. Getting rid of the problem completely, not managing the problem by, going around the other parts of the snake that might stop it being so fast, or try and plug the effects of this person in your life. It's going straight for the head of the snake, fixing the problem, eliminating the problem. And so I think that will make sense for quite a few of you. But there is also good news coming in. A lot of you might have these phone calls, like I said before, that just were the things that needed to happen for you to move into the next part of the process, for you to move into the next sphere level of the reality that you've been creating. So the hard work has paid off. There's opportunities, and it helps by you creating a symbiotic space for yourself by whatever this snake is, whoever this snake is, cutting that head off the snake, so you can go forward with this good news, with these messages that are going to come through for you. Now, for some people, it might feel like not the most, because to me this is a very positive reading, but not the most pleasant experience, because I've got a feeling this snake that you need to cut the head off is somebody that's been very close, or somebody that you thought you knew, and you're getting information, evidence of the contrary today. So it's going to impact the home, maybe for a lot of you, with this Four of Swords, but in reverse. It is clarified by, excuse me, the Queen of Pentacles. And so this is the businesswoman, the mother, making literally a business of running the home, making the income to bring in the sustainability for those within the home. Something within these messages that are coming through might change that today. It might feel like a little bit of a shake-up that isn't the most comfortable experience. Take time out, because in the right way up, this would be meditation. This would be taking time out to be ceremonial with yourself, to give you an opportunity to have these messages coming through and having clarity about them. But in reverse, because of the impact of whatever these messages are, and it may even be messages from spirit, messages from your higher self, you'll find that you maybe find it hard to have 10 minutes even to give yourself that time to meditate, to be able to think clearly. And it is important that you reverse this with this advice, that you take that time out, even if it's a 10-minute walk, 10-minute breathing meditation, a 10-minute ceremony while you're in the bath or while you're in the shower. Just fit it in somewhere, because it will help you think clearly. It will help you think like the Queen of Pentacles, strategically, and be able to see the opportunity within what may feel a little bit of a loss at first. So on the bottom of the deck, again, we have the King of Cups keeps coming up. Balance those emotions. The King of Cups, I think today in this reading, is asking you to maybe take a step back from emotions altogether, and think more like the Queen of Pentacles, and to have your waters still in any storm, because that's where the clarity will come in. That's where the experience will be far easier to go through. Now, the Ten of Wands, again, on the bottom of the deck. So a lot of people might see the Ten of Wands on a lot of readers' channels right now, or the Ten of Swords, sorry, I keep saying Wands, and the Ten of Wands. And it's because a lot of people, there's this rollout of a lot of people's lives that are doing the right thing, that are doing the inner work of a lot of many different cycles ending, being drawn to a close. Again, this is underpinning the reading with the King of Cups, so it's running through the whole reading. It's the undercurrent of the whole reading. And that is it for the 30th of October, I think. As far as the collective stage, politics, in America, things are going to start moving. Of course, it's not psychic knowledge or intuition that I'm telling you to take no notice of the polls. They're completely made up. But the opposing side, Biden, there's something more to come out about the laptop, and all of the information that's on there. There's something that's been made more public today. Whether that was accidentally on purpose by somebody, I don't know, but there's something more about the laptop and the evidence of maybe another statement that really does impact the fact that it is real. And all of the evidence that's been spoken about is very authentic and real. I don't know, I don't even know if this would be completely out of context, or whether this is a regular thing, but something about Hillary Clinton speaking out, or speaking up, or being caught speaking up about the need to protect Biden, or put a spin on something about the laptop. So look out for that, and let me know if you see her doing anything like that. Of course, everybody knows how I feel about Hillary. But yeah, look out for that. Her and Obama. I think that's it. As far as Boris is concerned, there's definitely going to be some messages regarding him speaking to somebody about breaking the law, which has obviously in the UK created a lot of unrest. Something about a lady speaking today as well in the UK. That will really shake things up, actually, as far as unrest in Parliament. So yeah, that is it for the 30th. Sorry, I went off on a real personal read there just to find out what's happening. I get lost in it. So that is it for the 30th of October 2020. Please subscribe if you haven't already done so, and tell everybody else to do so too. It really helps out and I really do appreciate it. Any personal readings, any energy work, any spiritual guidance sessions, you can come to me at truedivinemedia@gmail.com. You can also catch me on Facebook, on my business page, on private messenger, True Divine 44. I got it right that time. Much love, stay balanced and stay whole. Love you all.